Hey, welcome to our episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Only 9 days till Christmas, or at least when I'm filming this. It'll probably be Christmas Day by the time you see this. Um, anyway, for the last few years, I've been getting the Hardywood Park like gingerbread stout mix pack, and they always have like a bonus beer every year, which means I basically pay $32 just to get this one beer, and that's the beer I'm reviewing tonight. This is the Hardywood Park Craft Brewery Chocolate Peppermint Stout. Imperial milk stout with cocoa, vanilla beans, and natural peppermint flavor. 9.2 ABV, 55 IBUs. And it looks like it was canned just about 2 months ago in October, so very fresh. They say pour in a stem glass, but I'm going to use the stout glass. I feel like I haven't used this in a while. Coming out of the can, it is a dark brown. Once it's in the glass, it looks like typical black. Got a nice big, I don't know, 3 fingers of foam on there. It has dissipated somewhat, or mostly, I should say. Let's get this thing to smell. Well, I mean, they weren't lying when they said chocolate peppermint. That's what it smells like. Kind of smells like, I'm trying to think, like a Little Debbie or Hostess snack or something. Almost like ice cream. I will say peppermint is a good Christmas spice. Maybe we should have used this for the Tuesday Night Beer School in the winter seasonal style. But let's see how it tastes. Cheers. It's like a York peppermint patty. That's what I was thinking of when I was smelling it. I was like, where do I recognize that smell from? It's a York peppermint patty. It is literally those two flavors, chocolate and peppermint. You wouldn't think they would go well in a beer form, but they actually do. I'm not a huge fan of people putting mint in beer, but if they can do it right, it's a nice treat. Yeah, I don't know what else to compare it to. Have you ever had a York peppermint patty? It's like, I would say it's like 90% the same flavor, for better or for worse. I mean, on one hand, like, I'm really not getting like roastiness or coffee on here, which is fine. But on the second half, or on the other hand, I should say, I will say that these flavors, they do taste all natural. Like, they don't just taste like extract or concentrate or whatever. It tastes like real chocolate. It's like when I was pouring it, like, it has like a cookie kind of smell to it. I'd say it does have like a bit of a cookie kind of taste to it. It's a nice balance between the chocolate and the peppermint. Peppermint is not overdone here. And I will say it's that, confectionery peppermint flavor. It does not taste like toothpaste or a gum, or candy cane for that matter. The peppermint, like I said, I'm not a huge fan of peppermint by itself, but when you balance it with chocolate, that seems to be a pretty winning combination. It's almost like an ice cream kind of flavor. It's sweet. I don't know if I'd go as far as say decadent. It's certainly not cloying. It doesn't seem like 9.2 ABV. It seems like a more standard strength type beer. Because I'm getting like next to no alcohol on this one. I also thought like the body would be like a bit bigger for both 9.2 and Imperial Milk Stout. This is probably about medium full. Carbonation probably low. Maybe like the super low carbonation might be what's throwing me off. Kind of disappointing that it didn't hold the head, but that's probably pretty normal. Like on a lot of pastry stouts, it's really rare that they actually hold the head. It's super smooth. Despite the fact that there's lactose sugar in here, I would not really call it creamy, but it is really smooth though. I'm having no problem drinking this, and I think that I think even though this is a strong beer and kind of unique flavors, I think like anybody who likes a York peppermint patty or just like any kind of that kind of candy or junior mints, that's a good one too. If you like those candies, like I said, this tastes exactly like those candies. So, I think your grandma would like this beer. I don't really pull much in the way of hops on here, which is fine. There are some hops that do have a minty kind of quality to them. Do they mention it on here? Yeah, they don't mention which hops. I mean, that's fine, but I will say it doesn't taste out of balance. I think the alcohol is doing a lot of the balancing on here because, it's sweet up front. And like I said, it's sweet, but it's not to the point of decadent like a Bourbon County. And it doesn't have the cloying, lingering aftertaste. I mean, it does have that kind of, it's a chocolatey candy aftertaste. So, I mean, it does, it's a bit of a sugary aftertaste. But it's not like, sickly sweet or anything like that. But yeah, I'm really liking this one. I'm actually surprised. Yeah. Anyway, I'm rambling. So as far as my score for the chocolate peppermint stout, I'm really impressed. I think I'm gonna give this 9. I could even consider 9.5. I don't think it's a perfect 10. Like I said, mouthfeel's a little lacking, and to me it tastes really good, but it's a little repetitive, and I will say it does taste not 𝓑𝓻. I'm not a huge. Well, I mean, it's like I like pastry stouts because they're sweet, and I like sweet things. It's a nice dessert beer. But when I'm actually judging beer, like the certified beer judge in me like really comes out. So yeah, there you go. 9 out of 10 for the Hardywood Chocolate Peppermint Stout. I definitely recommend this one. The only problem is you're probably gonna have to spend a good $30 or more on the whole mix pack just to get this. Unless you live in Virginia, you could probably just go to the brewery and get it. So anyway, I'm rambling. If you watched all the way in, you're awesome. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you for another episode real soon. Cheers.
Somebody brewed it. Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Reviews.
Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.